Hi, this is Amy with Pick Your Stitch, and it's Friday Features. Today we're going to talk about two emerald machines from Husqvarna, the Emerald 118 and then the Emerald 116. There's a few differences between them, and I'll talk about those as I go along. So let's talk about some of the features that this machine has. It has 18 stitches, which you can tell from the 118, and the 116 has 16 stitches. So there's a difference of 2 stitches. The other difference that we have is the 118 has a needle up, needle down feature. The other difference is the 118 has a speed adjustment up on the top, so you can help control that, and it does control your foot pedal when you're working. The arm comes off for easy working with hems. It has a built-in ruler right here. There's markings on your needle plate and the bobbin cover, so that helps you as you're moving through sewing. It also has a built-in needle threader, and it is super easy to work. Hook it under here, and there you go. Your needle is threaded. You can also change the presser foot pressure, which helps when you're types of fabrics and the density of them. If you're doing 2 pieces of leather, you can adjust the foot pressure over on this side here. It's a little dial. Now I want to talk about the sewing reference guide that's right here at the bottom of your machine. Okay, so this little guide helps you change your settings for what you're sewing with. So along the top, you've got your woven, your stretch, and a vinyl or leather fabric that you will use as your reference. Down along the side, you have different sewing techniques. So you've got your seam, you've got overcast, seam overcast, a basting function, blind hem, hemming, and a buttonhole. This machine does come, both the 116 and 118 come with a 1-step buttonhole. So what you're going to do here, so say I'm going to use woven fabric and I just want to do a seam. So what this is telling me is I need the A foot, which I've got on there. Okay, the next item on this chart is you need a 4 to a 6 tension. So you move this up and down, and you've got the little dot to know where the setting is. So you would use 4 to 6. And you should test out what you're working on so you can adjust that as needed. All right, so now here this is telling me that my length is 2.5. So I'm going to adjust that to 2.5. The other thing that this tells me is I should be setting my presser foot pressure at a 3. It's over here on the side, and it's a 1, a 2, a 0, 1, 2, or a 3. So like I said, this is telling me that I should have that pressure on a 3. Here's your speed control again. So as I'm sewing along, I can choose what speed I want to sew at. One last thing is your reverse is right here. So you can press that down, and when you release it, it won't be going in reverse anymore. All right, so I'm going to just do a quick seam so you can see that this is very quiet and it has a beautiful stitch. Okay. And again, there's the stitch on the top, and there's the stitch on the bottom. Not very nice stitching, and they're nice and tight. Okay, so it also has a top load bobbin, which is nice. It's very easy to pop in. You don't have to pull your bobbin thread up. It will happen automatically when you start sewing. The machine comes with 8 presser feet. So you have your normal, your blind hem, your decorative stitching, and your buttonhole foot. Your machine comes with a built-in handle. It's only 16 pounds, so this is a great machine to take all over when you're going to a friend's house, you're going to a retreat, you're bringing it into the shop for a class. This is a great little machine. I really love the way it stitches. It's very easy to use, especially with the guide down here. It takes the thinking out of what your tension should be, what your stitch length, the width. Okay, another feature that I didn't mention before is you can lower the feed dogs on this machine. There's a lever, you take this off, and there's a lever right in the back of the machine to lower your feed dogs. So again, you can do free motion or darning or other features with your feed dogs down. Okay, so that is the Emerald 118 and the 116. Again, the speed control, the needle up, down, and a few extra stitches are the difference. And these machines are at a really good price point because they're mechanical. These are not computerized sewing machines. All right, so that's Friday Features with Amy and Pick Your Stitch. Thanks for joining us today.